Okay, I don't know what happened. I can't see. We had a power failure. So I went to Andy's phone, and we're broadcasting now from the phone. And what else could I say? Thank you, Chris Gallo, Daniel Ferrara, DK Lucian, George, and Malpal. Merrill and Mitchell are here. Good morning to you, Robert C. Stardog, Tommy Johnson, White Sox Al, Unholy Toledo. So we have a power failure going on, which means I don't know nothing. Okay, I don't know nothing. So we got everything off, and I'm sitting here in the dark. And just a couple of things that we're going to do in the next couple of weeks. We're going to go position by position. We're going to talk about the youngsters. If there's anything that you want special for us to talk about in the chat room, it looks like we're going to have to cut it short just a little bit, and I apologize for that. But I can't remember when this has ever happened before. Put it in the chat room. And once again, we had a fantastic chat room during the course of the day with action happening, and then George coming in to do a great job. Malpal, always a great job. So if something happens during the course of the day, you want to hightail it, low-tail it, or any tail you got to come right into the chat room, okay? And that would be fantastic. So with nothing else, do I need notes? Anything you want to...
Here, you want to pull up your notes?
Yeah, that would be great if you could do that. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't do that already.
I forgot.
Knowing that, I don't care what notes you pull up, okay? But, yeah, you can pull up some notes. So it looks to me that the Yankees are going to sign Carlos Rodon. That's the way it goes. Either the Yankees, and don't be shocked if it's the Dodgers. Now, there was a report yesterday, and I'm listening to MLB radio, and they're talking about a possibility of Atlanta shopping Max Fried. One of the things that happens during this season, with so much going on, sometimes I won't say that things are made up, but things are published that may be exaggerated, okay? Max Fried, if you heard the story, I will tell you right now.
Put your password in there for your Google.
I don't know what it is. Try Andrea. Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Okay, keep talking.
I don't know. Max Fried, according to the Atlanta people I spoke to, will not, absolutely not, be traded. Makes no sense for that to happen. All right?
Okay, to keep your account safe, open the YouTube app on Lenny's iPhone. Okay. Just one, you can keep talking. You're still on air.
Don't
do anything.
I'm going to keep talking.
Yeah.
Trying to set up the phone.
I'm getting your notes.
When things happen beyond control, it's beyond control. We've lost our power here for the first time that I could remember, and everything goes black. I can't even see. The screens are black.
Open by
the whole
you.
thing,
There you go.
and there you go. Okay, now.
You're going to have to scroll down.
Let's scroll down. All right, scroll down, scroll up. That's the use. In the day that we had no telephones, all right, imagine, we had no phones, we had no computers, we had no nothing. But we still rolling along. We still did the podcast. And that's the great thing. This is the 19th year of the podcast. It's the 30th year that I'll be broadcasting. And I will tell you, I have loved every minute of it. I spoke to Ian Kahn yesterday, who tells me that the Ian Kahn, Eno Saros podcast and Anando, it's been taken off. It's been taken off for various reasons. The Noah Syndergaard market is moving. 4 teams are heavy into Noah Syndergaard. So don't forget, you still got Rodon, you got Evaldi, and now the Yankees' name has come up if they don't get Rodon. Michael Wacha, Greinke, Smiley, Hill, Kluber, Pineda, Lyles, Minor, Lugo, Lorenzen, Ross Stripling signed with the Giants. So it's going to be very interesting to see. And all these pitchers I just mentioned are end-game pitchers. They are end-game. I mean, real endgame. So we'll see. I was going to do a piece on young shortstops, but quite frankly, I don't memorize all this stuff, okay? So I don't have that with me as we have lost our power. But let's keep it going.
Yeah.
What?
You have to keep doing the show because we have nothing else to do.
Yeah, we had nothing else to do. Don't forget, the Braves trying to win in the immediate future. They would be silly to entertain Max Fried. Now, the Dodgers left-hander Julio Urias, he was just named the winner of the Warren Spahn Award, giving Major League Baseball's best left-hander each season. Second straight year he has won. He's the fifth player to win it multiple times, okay? Multiple times. San Francisco paid, what, $350 million for 13 years of Carlos Correa? This is the guy. So Carlos Correa is a guy who never hit more than 26 home runs, never broke 100 RBIs, has 9 stolen bases in his lifetime, has a career batting average of .279. His defense is good but not great, and he's got an extensive injury history with stints on the injured list in, 2017, 18, 19. He's got a chronic back problem. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And a lot of people say, and we just talked about Ronnie Mauricio, what are you doing?
Make sure everything's good. Okay, keep going.
Hello, can you hear me? Can everybody? You can't really tell because I can't. I have no idea what's going on now. Okay, one of the things that you got to take a look at, one of the reasons we had such a good time is, again, because of Scott Boras. The Mets stuff was a pretty brilliant way to get San Francisco to go all in. And I can't stand Scott Boras sometimes, but he does make baseball better, right? So the Giants have landed the all-star player they've been seeking, San Francisco, in agreement with Carlos Correa. And you can't be surprised when there's a player out there that's brought to you by Scott Boras. Everybody knows about it, to the point that, look, it's 2022. He got off to a slower start than expected. Remember last year? Correa hit .243 in April. He dealt with some lingering effects of his late signing. And the point is, $350 million? Correa's name is much bigger than who he is. After returning from a finger bruise, Correa was one of the sport's best players. He did hit .299 in 487 plate appearances from about, I would say, middle of May after that. So let's see if how much are we paying for Carlos Correa? How much are we paying for Correa? That's a good one. Are we paying $23 for a $350 million player? How about 24? We can't do the bidding because I can't see what anybody's doing. But
here's the chat room, Leonard. I got it.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, you got it. Let me see.
We want to do some bidding. Nobody's bidding yet.
Well, just ask if anybody can hear me, okay?
I did, and they said yes.
You can all hear me, okay? Well, over the past 4 seasons, Correa has tallied just under 1,800 plate appearances. He had 281. So it's going to be interesting. Correa has unsurprisingly been better against lefties than righties. He's been excellent against pitchers for the most part, but he's had some injury issues that have really hurt his career. So let's see what happens with...
Flamia says $0.
Who?
Ken Flamia.
Ken Flamia says $0. Once again, we're not doing very much here. We're sitting in the dark. I'm trying to remember some of the things that I was going to say, and this just tells you about not my dedication, but
You're doing great, Larry.
how much I love it. Okay.
Says he pays $17 for Correa in an NL only.
17 for Correa in an NL only. That's interesting. You'd expect them to go for a little bit more in an ML only. Defensive metrics vary, but it doesn't seem San Francisco is concerned with, he's got a plus arm, But he's not, he's not known for his defense. So there you go. That's the Carlos Correa. Okay, as we start to wind it down, sincere thanks. Look at everybody who stuck with me. Chris Gallo, Daniel Ferrara, DK Lush, George. Love it, Georgie. Boy, don't forget to look for George during the course of the day. He just goes crazy here in the chat room, writing stuff on the board. Malpal, Merrill, Mitchell, Robert C., Star Dog, Tommy Johnston, White Sox Gal, Toledo, and Zelmo. It's a great experience. Absolutely great. Absolutely.
You want me to help you get your notes back?
Yes, would you do?
Yes,
please?
I will.
I don't know where my notes are.
It's okay. I got you.
I've never done a podcast in total darkness. In total darkness. Okay, anything else?
More. Keep going.
Keep going, she says. All right, you got anything you want to talk about?
No.
No.
Brandon Crawford.
She says, keep going. Easy to say. All right, let's see if we can get to something else, okay? Anybody have anything that you would like me to talk about? The Giants could keep pushing. They could still come up with another one or two players. I don't think it's Carlos Rodon. If they wind up spending, they have $30 million left to spend, but they have 7 pitchers already. Now, don't forget, when I say 7 pitchers, I'm sounding like that's a lot. But I will tell you right now, every team uses at least 10 pitchers during the start of the season. How about that? I'm reading now, or I'm hearing now that Minnesota having some serious discussions with Dansby Swanson. The Red Sox are at least in some danger of losing one of their best pitchers to a rival. The Yankees now pursuing top remaining free agent Carlos Rendon, but the Red Sox free agent Nate Eovaldi is a backup. And this is what I've heard from John Heyman. Nate Eovaldi. Talk about a pitcher who is not as good as his name, okay? Nate Eovaldi. So the Rodon remains Yankees' top priority, okay? Yankees believe that Rodon wants to come to New York, but they have some differences. And if they can't bridge those differences, it's going to be Eovaldi, who is familiar with New York. He pitched there for 2 years, remember, before joining the Red Sox. He would add a veteran presence. Don't forget, they got Cole, Severino, Cortez, Montas, but no team in the majors uses only 5 pitchers. There is no team. Okay? So Boston didn't offer an extension during the season, but did make attempts to bring him back. So it's going to be an interesting battle. Anytime the Red Sox and the Yankees go head-to-head, the Red Sox want to add a starter or two. They've got Nick Pivetta, Brian Bello. They got Chris Sale. What do we think? We haven't talked about Chris Sale at all.
Yeah, what's up with him?
Is that by design? Does anybody in the chat room believe that they may try to steal Chris Sale? They got James Paxton, Garrett Whitlock, Tanner Houck, potentially. Wow. It's going to be interesting.
Daniel wants to know about Andrew Vaughn's outlook.
Who?
Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn, first baseman for the White Sox, for sure. He is going to be given a chance to be the White Sox first baseman, and I would pencil him in 25 to 30 home runs. That's very possible. White Sox have made a decision. They are going to go with Andrew Vaughn. All right, what time is it? Anybody have the time?
9:30.
What is it?
9:30.
9:30. All right, so Sean Murphy, by the way, in Oakland, he's batting .213 with 17 homers. Everywhere else, he was batting .256 with 29 home runs in the same amount of games. Wow. And Atlanta is 15th in home runs as a ballpark. Oakland was 30th during that span. So let's see what happens. So the Yankees signing Aaron. The Yankees now, the latest report, and it could happen today. The Yankees need a left fielder. And Andrew Benintendi, his name has come out week after week. They thought about maybe platooning Cabrera and Florial. Florial is terrible. And with the other one is Jason Dominguez to come up later in the season. Don't know if that's going to happen. But don't be surprised if Benintendi signs today with the New York Yankees. The Giants agreeing to Ross Stripling. Okay, Jeff Passan had that yesterday. They had Sean Manaea early. But the Yankees are prioritizing Andrew Benintendi. How about that? And I like Benintendi. They're constant, reportedly, to play left field. And look, Benintendi is reportedly interested in returning to New York. So it's just about agreeing on the dollars and cents. They both want, okay, to be in New York. Okay, Benintendi had a breakthrough season last year, was named an All-Star for the first time. In fantasy baseball, yeah, I like Benintendi. And he's one of these guys who's going to take advantage of the new stolen base rule. You can't pick off a player. 15 or more stolen bases for Benintendi. Also, if not Benintendi, where's Potato Pete, if you're still here? It could be Brian Reynolds.
He's here.
Now talking to the Yankees. Brian Reynolds. Okay, now I want to thank you all for being here. I can't do it, so I'm going to turn it over to Andrea. Andrea, would you give everybody a hug? Please.
I have been.
Read off their names. Give everybody a hug.
Chris Gallo, Daniel Ferrara, DK Luce, George Hubsman, Kenny Flamia, Merrill Hartson, Mitchell Hartson, Potato Pete, Stardog, Unholy, Zelmo, and a couple guests.
And there you go. So, sincere.
And Malcal was here too.
And Malpal as well. Sincere thanks to everybody. Sorry for the choppy stuff. First time ever doing a podcast in total darkness. But still, there's no darkness when you have the light of the chat room around you. We love you. We thank you. We'll be back again tomorrow. And even when there's a power failure, we still get the show done.